Joining us now right here on the Rich Eisen Show is one of our favorites. Enjoyed having him in studio years ago. Always loved chatting with him before the marquee NFL divisional playoff game. Von Miller here on the Rich Eisen Show, getting set to take on the Baltimore Ravens for the Bills. How you doing, Von?
Howdy, guys. I'm doing pretty good. It's dope to be back on the show.
It's great to have you back, Von. What was it like playing against the Broncos, Von?
It was weird. If it's a team that I love, almost as much as the Bills, it's the Denver Broncos, and you can't really try to hide that love, but in between, snaps, those little 3 to 4 second bursts in the game, you got to turn it on. I want to get the win, but after that, it was all love.
So, and in terms of your last few weeks, I don't know if it feels this way to you, but do you know who leads the league since week 13 in quarterback pressures in the National Football League? Von Miller?
Greg Rousseau?
No, sir. No, sir. He's on the screen right now. Not me. You could put Von back on. It's not me. It's you. You have, since week 13, 25.5% quarterback pressure rate. That is the best in the National Football League. How are you feeling? Does that feel to you like your twitch muscles and everything Von Miller like is happening right now, Von?
Yeah, I feel good. If you ask me, I'm just so optimistic. I always feel good. I always want to go out there and play. I always want to rush the quarterback, even when that probably wasn't the reality in terms of physical health. I just love this game so much, and I always feel good. We've been playing really good football these last couple of weeks. We've been tight in the run. Had a lot more opportunities to rush the passer, but I always feel good. I'm always excited to be out there.
Well, in terms of being on a championship team, you know what it feels like. Does this feel like one to you, Von?
Like I said, I'm one of the most optimistic players that you could ever have. Even in Denver, when we weren't going to the playoffs, and we had Case Keenum and Paxton Lynch and Trevor Siemian, I still feel like we had a chance to go to the Super Bowl. But the reality is here that we really do have a good team. It's led by Josh Allen, this offense. Got a really good coaching staff, really good front office. Defense is playing lights out as of late. And, we got a chance. We got a chance and potential. We still got to go out there and play the game. And we got a really, really tough team this week with the Baltimore Ravens. They've been playing really good ball as of late as well. So, battle of the MVPs, and I just want to do my part to make sure Josh comes out on top.
Yeah, you played 9 snaps in week 4, so you were just really getting your 2024 season started. And you know how this works. Lamar and Derrick Henry at the mesh point, and they're going to probably they're going to look at you, and they're going to see where you are and decide who's going to keep the ball. How do you play such a thing, Von?
You just got to play the game. It's when you put it on a board and you watch it on film, it's easy. And when it's real time, and it's live action, it's pretty tough. Derrick Henry's one of the best running backs in the game, and Lamar Jackson is either 1 or 2, however you want to call it. And I got a lot of respect for their coaching staff as well. So I know how to get those guys ready to go. This offensive line is pretty good too. They're stacked all over. So that's why you play the game, man. And that's what makes football so dope. You get one game to go out there and prove it. It's not like basketball where you get 7 games to settle the series. We got this one game. We got 60 minutes. Go out there and play our brand of football no matter what happens. And I like our chances.
Von Miller here on the Rich Eisen Show. How much does one need to mentally prepare oneself to tackle Derrick Henry, Von?
Me and Derrick Henry are exactly the same size, so that's as far as height and weight. I think my 40 time was a little bit faster.
That's right.
I think he jumps a little bit higher though. I got a lot of respect for Derrick Henry. We work out together in Dallas in the off season, so. It's you gotta have population. I think it's a tough task for anybody in the National Football League attacking them one-on-one. You gotta have population. We gotta know what we're doing. We gotta be organized. We gotta start the game in the flow state. Last time we played them, they broke a 80-yarder, 90-yarder on their very first possession. So, that's why you go out there and play the game. We got them home this time. They're hot, we're hot, and this is what the divisional round is all about.
And let me bite on that, the piece of information you just gave me, because I know you got to be competitive. You got to be confident when you're going against Derrick Henry. What in the world is it like working out with him? What the hell is that like, Vaughn? What's that like?
It's tougher. I feel like it's tougher in the weight room than it is on the football field to keep up with him. He has multiple workouts a day. His eating regimen. I think it's harder to keep up with Derrick Henry in the weight room than it is on the football field for sure. That might be a fact. That might be a fact for sure. He's a beast. I've seen it, firsthand. He's a beast in the weight room. He just does things that everybody else do, and he recovers faster than anybody else can. So he's able to push it hard each and every day, all day, multiple workouts a day. He's a beast. That's why he runs like that on the football field. But I definitely, think it's harder to stay up with him in the gym than it is on the football field.
Von Miller here on the Rich Eisen Show. What about Lamar? How does one defend him from your position, Vaughn?
Lamar Jackson is a very, very unique player. There's no other quarterback in the history of the game that has played quarterback like Lamar Jackson. A great combination of running ability and passing ability. He's gotten a lot better passing the ball. He's one of the elite passers in the league. He's one of the elite runners in the league. It's lightning in the bottle. Sometimes you get rookie quarterbacks that they get afraid back there and they take off running. You can see him really dancing in the pocket as well. He's trusting his offensive lineman. He'll drop back, step up, drop back out, step back up, find an open guy, buy time. And he's truly an elite player. I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson. We still got to go out there and play the game.
Noticed Anthony Brown was signed to the practice squad. He's playing Lamar against you. Is that what is happening right now?
Yeah, he's gonna be a shade of Lamar. He's gonna be a shade of Lamar. He's gonna be a shade of Lamar. We can't get the full color, but he'll do a great job for us on the scout team.
Okay, Von Miller here on the Rich Eisen Show. A few minutes left with him. So I couldn't help but notice the way you termed it before, Von, when you were talking about getting ready for this game, the marquee game, 2 MVP candidates, and win it for Josh is basically what you said earlier. Do you view your ability to pen in and keep Lamar from winning this game helps Josh Allen's cause? And even though the MVP vote is in, but just in terms of a conversation as to who the MVP of this league is, do you view this game as such, Vaughn?
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest game of the year. You got the MVP front runners. I think they should wait till after this game to see who the MVP is. I mean, whoever wins, it'll be clear. The vote is already in, but maybe a couple of guys are holding it back. But this is what you play the game for. 2 really great teams, 2 really great quarterbacks, 2 really great defenses. This is why you play the game, and this is why I'm 14 years in, still playing the game, still getting excited for games like this because of these moments, just like this.
So how does this team follow Josh Allen's lead, Vaughn? You've been around a lot of quarterbacks, and you've been around, multiple teams, and you're also a leader in your own right. How does this team follow Josh Allen's lead, Vaughn?
The quarterback is the most important position in probably all of sports. Teams go as the quarterback go, and that team takes on an identity of the quarterback. The Baltimore Ravens, they have an identity of Lamar Jackson. We have an identity of Josh Allen. He's our guy. He makes it go. Lamar Jackson is their guy. He makes it go. We just want to give him multiple opportunities to do what he can do, multiple shots on goal. Whether that's turnovers, 3 and outs, short drives, whatever we can do to get the ball in his hands, because he's truly a special player, just like Lamar Jackson is. And time of possession will be a huge one in this. Multiple shots on goal will be a huge one on this, and we just want to do our part in making it happen for him. You
were there to bring a championship to Denver, and you know how that fan base had been waiting, quite some time. Obviously, not as long as what Bills fans have been waiting for. What would it mean to the fan base there, do you think, for you to bring a Lombardi in a few weeks home, Vaughn?
Yeah, it'll mean everything. I've been there for 3 years, and you could just feel the identity of this football team in the community. And that's we've had a lot of Hall of Fame players come through here, a lot of great seasons, but that championship trophy is something that's been elusive here. And we got a hell of an opportunity to go and do it. Got to take it one day at a time. And I like to say, not even one day at a time, one moment at a time. A day is full of several moments. You got to win those moments, and the game will truly take care of itself. So I'm here to rush the passer. I'm here to make plays. I'm here to get sacks, but I'm also here to kind of drive down the anxiety and kind of rely on my experience on other Super Bowl teams to relay that to those guys as well. So it'd mean the world to this community. And, if it's for us, it's for us.
So in the couple minutes I have left with you, Vaughn, just want to linger on you personally for a bit. The famous Marshawn Lynch line for players who are getting towards the end of their career to take care of their mentals and take care of their chicken. For you, chicken is literal. I could see that on your hat. How is the chicken business, Vaughn? How's the chicken business?
The chickens are doing great. We got a contract with HEB down in Texas. Greener Pastures Chicken, and you guys can check it out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with HEB, but it's kind of like Vons. In California, you got Vons grocery store. HEB is something similar down in the South, and we got a contract with HEB and got Greener Pastures Chickens in there, and we provide a non-genetically modified product, organic, and the certification that I'm really, really proud of is the humanely raised product. So many people want to know how their product is produced, and at Greener Pastures Chicken, we have happy birds. They only have one bad day, and they don't even know it's coming.
Wow.
Oh, my word. What a way to say it. You caught me with that one, Vaughn. Man. You certainly caught me with that one.
That's the line right there.
Last one for you, Vaughn. Age 35, you mentioned year 14 for you. What's it like on Sunday when you put on that uniform? What goes through your mind? My
heart still beats like it's year 1 or year 2. Driving to the stadium, I still get that excitement. Like it's year 1 or year 2. My mom always told me, if you want to make God laugh, start making plans. This year's been a good year, and I don't know what the future holds, but I know I can play football next year. After that, I don't know. I feel like I've proved it to myself that I can still play, can finish this one out, and I can play next year as well. After that, I really don't know. You just have to play it, 1 year at a time. We got a hell of an opportunity right now with the team that we have with Josh Allen and his defense, and we're striking hot. So we take advantage of this year, and who knows, what happened. Michael Strahan won a Super Bowl, and he rode off into the sunset. Won a Super Bowl, broke the site record, run off in the sunset. So, if opportunities present itself like that, then who knows. But on my slate right now, I'm feeling good. I'm still rushing the passer great, and I can play football next year.
Yeah, Ray rode off into the sunset after winning in the Superdome. Which is where you could be in 3 Sundays from now, Vaughn. You never know. But
you never know.
In the meantime, I always loved catching up with you, man. You're really one of my favorites to chat with. And, it's been a minute, and I appreciate you stopping by before one of the biggest games of the year, as you point out.
Man, I appreciate you, Rich. And, the pleasure is all mine. I know you in person. I know you in real life. I love coming on the show. If you ever need me, I got you.
Okay, Vaughn. I will take you up on that. Have a great game on Sunday. You got it. That's Von Miller, everybody, from the Buffalo Bills, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.